The all-important individual time trial in the Tour de France crashes for top GC contenders again. Podium in play as well as a big stage win. Remco's been winning these TTs in the Tour the last couple of years. 26Ks, we have a 9K 4% hill, a technical descent, and then a flat 8 kilometers at the finish. Perfect TT for Remco. If you want to support the channel, it might be my last TDF. Then you can go down and become a member. Pogacar leading GC by 5 minutes ahead of Remco Evenepoel, so I don't think he's going to lose 5 minutes in the TT. Del Toro only 25 seconds ahead of Sykes. Not a TT that suits the big boys. Ganna, Tarling for Ineos. Would have probably hoped it was a flat one. Nonetheless, Tarling did a good performance. There's a tricky corner. I put that in for a reason. Tricky corner, that right-hander there. Tarling goes into the hot seat, of course, for quite a while. The only one to unearth him was then Amaury a bit later. So we had the big boys, then the sort of medium rouleurs like Amaury and Catania, who could go a bit quicker on the climb. Amaury did a very fast descent, the fastest of anyone except Tarling. Tarling did a super quick descent. He flew down there, 9 seconds quicker than anybody else, including the GC guys going full. Amaury knocks him off the hot seat, but then Catania for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, he does a fantastic individual time trial, 10 seconds quicker than Amaury, has a few hiccups on the descent, misses that corner there, that hairpin, but then he's able to hold to the finish, and he actually extends on the flat section to Amaury. But Arensman, that's zero. Zero means it's his time to go. The commissaire's waiting for him. He missed his start for the TT. You see him flying up here. One of the commissaires had to go and get him. He nearly trips on the stairs, goes into Arensman. Arensman then gets stopped here, but he's trying to roll straight away because it's his time to go. But then they make him stop, and then as he stopped, the commissaire then taps him and says, "Oh yeah, you're good to go." And Arensman's like, "But why'd you stop me?" But yeah, he misses, I think, 10 or 11 seconds, so quite a bit of time by missing the start to his TT. I think he's still in the top 10, but the big guns in GC, Lipovic, Sykes, Del Toro, cooling is the name of the game. Everyone you see compared to 5 years ago is doing cooling. We had Pidcock, you'll see in a second, with his hands in some sort of like electric cooling mitts. I don't know, I've never seen them before. So we had, cooling is the big thing at the moment in the paddock before the TT start. Skjelmoser up there in GC, a bit far off the podium, but 28 seconds ahead of Castrillo, who did a very fast climb at the second intermediate, and he finishes 37 seconds quicker than Catania. I don't think he had a follow moto. He's not been the main GC guy for Little Trek. He stayed in GC. Juan Ayuso's been the big guy, but at the second intermediate, Skelly had put a minute into him, which is a huge amount of time. A minute 18 at the finish. Ayuso would lose 2 minutes on Remco Evenepoel today, but his teammate Evenepoel, Florian Lipovic, he's also contesting the podium right now, only 6 seconds behind Skelly at T2 at the top of the hill. Sykes, the big French hope, looked very smooth. Looked really aero at T1. He's 2 seconds behind Skelly. He's at the same time Lipovic doing a good job. Del Toro comes out really fast out of the blocks. He's the same time, maybe even a little bit quicker than... No, he is quicker. 3 seconds quicker than Lipovic and Sykes at T1. But Remco, he looks like Agamemnon when he's revealed through the Trojan Gate. No spoilers, check out Unqualified Movie Reviews. But Remco, 21 seconds ahead of Del Toro at T1. Absolutely flying. Only one man was left to possibly go close to him at T1 or for the ITT, Tadej Pogacar. But Remco's beaten Pogacar. It's sort of the only discipline, only 2 places before this year that Pogacar got beaten in was Sanremo, Roubaix, and ITTs against Remco in the Tour. At the T2, we see all of them are so close. Sykes, Del Toro, Lipovic, all within a second or 2 of each other. And then Remco just blows them all away. 56 seconds quicker than them. A minute quicker than like half the GC guys. Pogacar's close though. 14 seconds. Say he does a good descent, say Remco blows up, but Remco doesn't really blow up in his TTs. Pogacar's staying close, but it's looking, the aero bullet's going 100 k's an hour down this descent, and all of a sudden, we see a Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe rider on the ground. It's not Remco, it's Lipovic. That Tarling dodgy corner I showed you, Lipovic had his front wheel slide out there, hits his shoulder into the curb, and he's out of the race. Remco's maybe hearing that on the radio or not. Pogacar himself nearly crashes. He just saves it in that corner. So a few riders having difficulty. Sykes there hits a bump as he's getting out of the extensions before that roundabout. But at T3, when the descent is done, Remco 56 seconds ahead of Skelly, about a minute ahead of everybody, bar Pogacar. So Pogacar's doing a good performance. I mean, he's putting 41 seconds into the next best GC guy. It's just not good enough against Remco. Evenepoel. Sykes is a bit down on Skelmoser. He still does a good time trial. He's fourth in this TT. He's able to gain maybe a little time on Del Toro. It would depend on what Del Toro would do, but when we saw that at 1K to go, Del Toro was about a minute to go in the TT if he was going to match Skelmoser's time. He does a very good performance, Del Toro. He defends his third in GC admirably, only losing 5 seconds or so to Sykes, but we were still waiting. Was Pogacar going to come back on the flat? It was also really technical as they came back through the town into this finish, but Remco extended the gap. He was the quickest to the finish on the flat section, of course, and beats everybody else by over a minute except Pogacar. 1:04. Skelmoser was third, and Remco puts a minute and 4 seconds into him. Pogacar, he's got 5 minutes to play with, so in terms of GC, it's immaterial, but he's second by 28 seconds. He's still taking time on all the other GC guys, but Remco Evenepoel wins back-to-back stages. 28 seconds ahead of Pogacar, 1:04 ahead of Skelmoser, and Sykes, Del Toro close. Catania, very big performance, then Arensman, Amaury, Castrillo, Tarling. Here's what the Belgian star had to say.
It's amazing. It was a very nice TT, a lot of people on the side of the road. My whole family from both sides being here. My parents came just today. My wife is here with her parents and the siblings as well. And yeah, also on the Belgian National Day is pretty special. I read this morning it's been a while since Belgium won on National Day, so I mean I'm proud to be the one. And besides that, I mean I've just been told my teammate Libo is crashed, so yeah, that's very unfortunate. It's like how do you call it? Like a bittersweet pill to swallow with this victory. So I wish him all the best, and I hope it's not too bad. And next to that, yeah, I need to thank Specialized for all the new material they gave me for this TT. A lot of work behind the scenes, and to win this TT with such a performance, I'm just proud and happy. And I mean, it's unbelievable to take 2 victories in a row. It's amazing.
In terms of GC, Pogacar's still got 4:30 ahead of Remco. Del Toro's 20 seconds ahead of Sykes. Remco has 2 minutes ahead of third. So I think the podium battle between Sykes and Del Toro, that's pretty interesting. Top 10 with Lipovitz out is really close. Guys from 9th to 13th to close. Hope you enjoy the video. See you with the recap tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.